This woman is phenomenal. There she is. What's up, girl?
Hey again.
Again. Okay, y'all. So let me tell y'all what happened. So Keisha and I were on the phone Friday night, chopping it up, having a good old conversation, and I forgot to go live.
Oh
So
man, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe some
it's
of the things
okay.
we said wasn't supposed to go live.
Maybe okay, so I'll take it as that.
Yeah,
Take it as a learning experience and make sure everything is okay for the next
yeah.
time. So for those of you who are watching, my I said my name is Stephanie Quinones, and one of the things I wanted to do, I get a lot of questions asked when I post my pictures on social media about carnival, the carnival culture, and I am a non-Caribbean honorary
I would
Caribbean girl because
to
Keza told
say
me not to
hello. I
be.
told you.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am, I'm honorary, but I wanted to bring someone on that this is their birth culture, and I wanted to give people the opportunity to learn a little bit more about the Caribbean culture, the carnival culture, and everything behind it. But I also wanted to start off with my exposure to it. I was telling Keza last week,
Kes-
my Keza, my
okay.
first exposure to um, anything dealing with Caribbean was soca music. A fitness instructor, and we had a lot of soca music going on during our classes. I was like, "Oh, I like this." And then a friend of mine said, "Okay, we're gonna do Carnival Parade here in. Have you ever heard of it?" I was like, "No." And I was telling Keza,
Keza.
Keza, Keza. I was telling Keza I started off with a corset and boy
Mm,
shorts for my first parade. And I went from corset and boy shorts to a wide bra
buck
and big
wild.
feathers. I went buck wild.
Buck wild.
I went from 0 to 100 in like less than a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So it my first experience, Atlanta Carnival 2018, it was amazing. And I can't really explain what that experience was like and what it did for me to experience another culture. So I wanted to bring Keza on to talk about all things carnival. So this is Carnival, Caribbean Carnival 101.
101.
So first off, if you could tell the people a little bit about yourself. I don't think your followers are know who you are, but for those who my followers that may not know you, tell people who you are.
Hi, I'm Keza. I'm one of the partners of Entice Mass, and I'm the band leader, one of the band leaders. And we are a band based in Atlanta. Um, and yeah, born in
Okay.
Trinidad, the true Trini.
Trini, Trinidad.
Yes, true
Okay.
Trini.
So what we're going to start with just is just the basic. If can we say what carnival is and where it originated from?
So carnival, basically, when you think about carnival, think about like emancipation, like freedom. It's time where you could just be yourself. It all started back in when the well, people was enslaved and stuff, and they were forbidden. They couldn't do like what the Europeans did, like you know what I'm saying, really enjoy themselves and stuff with the costume stuff. So imagine somebody keep tying you, like it's like your hands are tying you, like no, you're not getting to do that. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. So when they got the opportunity to do it, it was like buck wild, like how
Like
you from a shorts to a
yeah,
corset to
yes.
right, and that's exactly what it is. When you think about Caribbean Carnival, it's a no judgment zone too. So it's like you could be having a bad day, a bad week, a bad year, but when it comes to that particular carnival, whichever one works for you, whichever one is the carnival that gives you that, this is just all about me. That's what it's about. Just freedom. You know, be yourself. No one is judging you. Just cry on this on the road, laugh on the road, whatever you want. Just let it all out on the road. That's what carnival is to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you explain to the people your experience with Carnival. I know you're
Yeah.
Trini gal.
So
So
believe it or
tell the
not,
people about.
so with Carnival, although I was born in Trinidad, I came in as a kid, but I fell in love with Carnival when I was 15 in New York City, Labor Day, Eastern Parkway. And actually, I fell in love in a mass camp, Blackfoot. That was the name of the band at the time. My auntie Yolanda introduced me to Carnival, took me there, and was like, "Listen to me. I want you to take this glue gun, and I want you to stick these gems." And I said, "Huh?" And stick these feathers, and I just kept doing it. I was like, "Okay, all right," and I just did it and did it, and I said, "I like this. This is nice." And then when she put me in a costume that was appropriate for me at
Hmm.
that time. I was almost going on 16. And I was like, but can I do it? My mom was like, she's too young. She's too young. Because when I lived in, I lived in Trinidad, I was a kid. I never got to experience it.
Hmm.
So my first real experience of like, yes, this is it. This is what I want to do. Whoa, this is the jumpy jumped on me.
Hmm.
Spirit of Carnival jumped on me. And that was like 15, 16 years old in New York on Labor Day. And that's when I said, I love this. And I've been a masquerader ever since.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Got the cultural roots. All right. So I think I kind of answered this question, but for those who may not know, do you have to be Caribbean to participate in Carnival?
Absolutely not. Especially with Entice Mass. Entice Mass, I said it, you laughed the last time I said this, I'm gonna say it
Mhm.
again. 8 to 80, blind, crippled, crazy. It don't matter if you're from Mars. You can play with Entice Mask. We cater for everyone. A lot of our masqueraders are actually international. I'm talking like from Canada, Europe, like all over. A lot of them are international, even from the even other Caribbean islands. Like they all come. So Entice Mask is not the band that just caters to like Atlanta in the circle. No, we are the band that likes to travel and get them to come in. So we are a big international band. It doesn't matter your color, where you're from, just sign up and we cater to you.
Okay. Awesome. Now I've had people say this too. I don't know how to move on. Y'all be moving out there, and do I have to know how to dance to participate in Carnival?
Trust me, when you put a costume on and you on the road and you come next to see everybody looking around, them beats, you ain't got no choice. In fact, I'm teaching a friend of my brother's how to whine this week. She wants to know how to whine because she wants to come to what I said. Don't worry, I'll come. We'll put some soca music on and I'll teach you how to whine.
And look, and a little rum punch don't hurt either.
Oh, don't we know about that?
A
Hence
little
the
rum
reason
punch
why
don't
we
hurt.
ain't went live the last time. Because I'll be high was drinking rum punch.
Okay, so I think we
Woo.
already talked about what it mean, what getting on the road is basically. But can you tell when someone says they're going to play mas? Can you explain what that means to somebody that does not know anything about the Caribbean culture, playing mas?
So basically, you're playing mask. It's like you're putting a costume on, and whether it's feathers, even if you don't wear feathers, you wear the body only. You're still in there. Once you accounted for and you're part of the band, you are behind. We call it the big truck with the music. Some people say the float. For most people to understand, because when I say, "Oh, I own a band," or "I have a band," and we with the band, they're
They
like,
like you playing in the
what's
band? Yeah.
the name of the band? I love to come hear you sing. I'm like, no, no, So I have to explain that it's more of a float. You
Mhm.
know, it's a float truck, a float. Then we have the drinks truck. So you're getting drinks, music, your pictures taken, just the whole vibe. And you're just chipping down the road, almost like Mardi Gras, but 20,000 times,
Yeah, yeah.
and you're just chipping, whining, free your mind, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, to the soca music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, how long is the parade, and will I survive the whole time? Now, I know here the parade is much shorter than what you were telling me. So if you can explain about the length of the parade, specifically in Atlanta, but also about your experience with the other Caribbean carnivals.
Well, of course, in the Caribbean, in I just came from Trinidad, and of course,
Hmm.
the route is like you going round and round in a circle, like oh Jesus, for hours. Here we're working on that, but it is still long, especially this year. We just dropped the route, and it's like 2.4, 2 point something something miles. Like it's pretty long
Hmm.
in hot Atlanta.
Yes.
So you will survive. You'll survive because by the time you drinking, honey, and dancing, you'll be such on a high with a music soca
Hmm.
high, a carnival jumbie type of spirit high of freedom and happiness. And you'll feel that moment for life that you wouldn't even realize that you've been walking for daggone how much hours. And you will just be like, man, why I gotta stop?
Oh,
You know
I
what
got
I'm saying?
stopped.
Why I gotta stop when you finish? You're like, and then something you're like, okay, I'm hungry now. Where's the food? You know. But whatever high you're on, and you come off, you'll be like, okay, I really
Honey.
that quenched my thirst. My carnival thirst was quenched. You know,
Hmm.
but you'll survive. And then we have water. You. Besides alcohol, you know, we pass through the ban with water. We're gonna force you to stay hydrated,
Right.
basically. Yeah. So you'll survive. Trust me.
Yeah.
Whoever you will survive for our first timers.
Uh, what is the best part of being on the road with Entice Mass?
Being catered to. Yeah. I remember I was a masquerader first, and being going to like all the different carnivals from, you know, in New York to Jamaica to Barbados to Miami to Trinidad to St. Lucia. Like I've gone to all like I've tried to go to as much carnivals as possible, and my big thing is customer service. Like I'm very big on customer service because you can have the prettiest costumes, and once your customer service is nasty or I don't feel like you're making me feel like important
Right.
or making me feel like VIP, you know, is like, and I'm spoiled. So because I'm spoiled, it's like I want to spoil the masqueraders. So I'm that one that will get on the road and be like, oh wait, let me fix it. Oh, let me fix your bra. Oh, fix your backpack. Let me fix this. Let me fix that. Like I want to make sure like everything is good, everything is right. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta make sure that you're feeling good, you're looking good. So that's the good part there. And again, we try to stick to our the band where everyone is VIP because we really want you to feel and know that you are VIP to us, you know.
Right.
Um and then of course our customer service is top notch. Like we're number one customer service.
And it is. And I'm going to bring something out, even though you said you had an issue with that first season.
Yes.
Uh,
Aw, you still got it.
yes, ma'am. I
Tell him
told you I
your
recycle.
story with this costume.
So this is Kevin's first year, and I did not know it was your first year. So let me put that out there. The level of when she said customer service is important, I'm doing this for a reason.
Oh.
My wings, I didn't get my wings for Carnival of the year. And if you guys played in 2022, that was the year back from COVID. So we didn't the last parade in Atlanta before that was 2019.
Mhm.
We didn't have one in 2020, we didn't have one in 2021. 2022, there were two parades. One parade got canceled at 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So we woke up thinking we finna get on the road and go to Atlanta to an email saying that the parade was canceled.
Mhm.
So here we are, the group of ladies that I go with, we're like, well, what the hell? Keza sent out an email saying, when I tell you she pivoted, I mean, this is customer service. She pivoted in spite of what was going on and said, okay, we're jumping on the road with this band. This is who we're going to be with. We're going to
Decisions
be
had
with their
to be
truck.
made.
And,
Mhm.
I mean, decisions had to be made, and they were made. And while I did not get my wings, when I reached out to Keza about it, and she said, when it's time to sign up next year, reach out to me and I will give you a discount. And when I tell you I reached out, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out and see what she says, see if she remember. And I said, and I started that message out. I don't know if you remember me or not. Blah 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 blah. And she said, I remember you. I'm a woman of my word. So that spoke volumes. Not
Aw.
that customer service, but you as a person, as a woman who keeps your word. So
Yeah.
you right here with me.
Thank you. Thank
You're right here with me.
you.
So that just I was like, okay, Entice Mass
And
is.
that's
And
just
so I'm
something that I would have wanted a band leader to do for
right.
me, you know, because again, you know, if it's so much went on in 2022,
Hmm.
a lot went on behind my back that I didn't know of, that I'm finding out the day of, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what? Like the morning of, I'm finding out some of stuff like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why I always say, although 2022 was the first year the name Entice Mask came out, but I try to forget. I mean, I seriously try to forget that year and
Mm-hmm.
just tell myself my first year was 2023. You know, when I was in control and I knew what was
Right.
happening and I knew exactly what was going on in front of my face and I could have had control of everything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So I
Right.
always like to call 2023 my first year because 2022 was so like it was so much negativity going on in that year. So I tried to forget that year. Like I want to say it never happened, but it had to happen for me to come out. Things I don't
Right.
regret, but there's things where I'm like, okay, 2023, and thank God that the team that I have now, like we're very honest with each other. We're very, open and transparent. So everybody's on the same page, and it's like pure love going forward.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I'm new. Never been on the road before. What do I need to bring on the road with me?
So well, you definitely don't have to bring the gift bag that we're giving you. Last year, like one or two masqueraders had the bag, and I was like, "No, baby girl, you ain't gotta bring that bag. No, you don't have to bring the bag. You just have to bring." Some people like a fanny
Hmm.
pack. Some people like the thigh
Hmm.
bag. Like me, I'm a thigh bag queen. I don't want nothing in my hand because when I
Right.
get buck wild inside, I don't want to hold nothing. I don't want nothing in my back. I just want my thigh bag. Or some girls, like I said, like the fanny pack. And of course, as a female, we try to put little things that you might need on the road, like little wipes and
Hmm.
stuff. Me personally, I work with a little spray, wipes, hand sanitizer. You know what I'm saying? Um, what you call it? Of course, a little money, your ID. Definitely work with
Hmm.
your ID, you know. And you don't and your car keys, make sure it's inside or somewhere.
Right.
Don't put it in your bra and all that stuff. No, put it in the fanny pack or the leg, the back, the leg bag, and just zip it up and make sure. And that's it. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff for the road because you're getting food and
Right.
you're getting drinks, you know.
Yeah.
So
Now I put in my bag, I had my little my portable
and your
battery
port, yes,
charger
your charger, your
because you
fan if
taking
you get a little
pictures.
hot. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Your because I'm live streaming, I'm taking videos, I'm taking pictures,
Make sure your
people on
phone
the
is
ground
charged
because
all the way for the
yes.
road.
Because people be like, I don't believe me. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all don't understand. We out here having a good time.
Yes, yes.
So I always have my battery packs and
That's a good thing.
what else? Yeah. So make sure that phone don't die on you.
Please don't. That is the worst thing to have your phone die in a road. You can't get your content, your
Right.
videos. You're depending on other people to do it for you. You know what I'm saying? So don't do it.
So another question, just for those again who have never experienced, are there water breaks? Do we get to stop? Or do we need to train like an athlete to be ready for the road? And I'm gonna say yes.
So unlike other carnivals in the Caribbean where it's so long and you have to get like a lunch break for like an hour, 2 hours, three, I'm saying 2.5 hours of lunch break where you eat and drink and you rejuvenate and you're going again. Atlanta is not or 12, 13 hours. So we don't get a break once we start. But once you in, of course, it's lunch break. We have your food and snacks. During on the road, we have snacks for you, of course, your alcohol, and we have water. So again, we try to almost force you to be hydrated. So we'll come through the crowd, with a little wagon and like, hey, pick up a Gatorade, pick up a water, pick up, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
To make sure, because we don't want anybody falling out. And then what was a big hit for me, believe it or not, to keep you hydrated, although it's a fruit, um, tangerines.
Hmm.
I had like bags and bags of tangerines, and they were tearing it like, oh my god, and they were tearing it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's sugar. You need some sugar on the road.
Right.
So what else is good? You know what I'm saying? Is best. It's like fruit sugar, natural sugar. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we try to make sure everybody's hydrated on the road. So you don't have to worry about oh my gosh, the route is 2 miles and I'm going to be thirsty. No, Entice Mass do not run out of water, do not run out of alcohol. We don't run out of things. We make sure that you're hydrated all the way.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So before we get into talk about costumes and all the other stuff, tell everyone about how Entice Mask got started.
So Entice Mass in 2021, summer of 2021. Um, so my boyfriend came to me and said, "Oh yeah, let's do a band." I'm like, "Boy, bye." I don't do no band, please. I'm a masquerader. Are you kidding me? I'm a masquerader. I travel. So like I travel to be a masquerade, whatever, whatever. He's like, nah, you could do it. And I was like, okay, I can. And anyway, we sat down, figured it out, and the name was hard at first. Like, what are we gonna call it? And me, I don't like anything like regular. It can be like a regular look for me or a regular name and anything. And I'm like, no, I want something that represents me, you know? And I was like, I want to like, and I just kept saying, I remember sitting at the table and having this meeting and I'm like, I want something that's going to like, keep them coming back or keep them wanting more. Like, it's almost like I want to entice them. Like I want to, and I said, entice them, entice mass. That's the name of it, entice mass. And that, just like that, entice mass came about. And that's how we
Right.
ended up starting. And then we just figured out the rest and say, we're going to do this. We had a little hiccup, but we're still here. We're
That's
still
right.
here. Hmm.
Okay, so going into the costumes now, every time I post pictures in my costume, any photo shoots I've done during Carnival, after, I always get, girl, I want to do that. And I'm like, all right, uh, I'm gonna send once registration open,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the information.
Uh-huh.
And either they get over the sticker shock or they don't. And I'm gonna tell you what, my first year playing mass, I was like, ooh, girl, I'm not paying all that money for that costume.
Right, right.
And then, I mean, for real, I mean, at the time I was a single mom, I was like, I'm not gonna do that. And then I made a way.
Right.
I made a way. So, explain for those who aren't knowledgeable about, why the costumes are so much. It's not just the cost of the costume, it's a lot that comes with it. So, if you can explain what that entails, maybe they will understand a little bit better why the cost of the costumes are the way they
So
are.
so the cost of the costume release, because it's not, some people be like, oh, can I just pick up one on the rack? And I said, no, it's handmade. These
Hmm.
costumes are made by hand. So materials, especially now with our new economy, it's like materials are high. um the pretty feathers that they want, those feathers are not cheap. They're very pretty, they're not cheap, and we got to pay for them. So if we're paying, we have to pay like, a good amount of money for them. But then the people who makes the feathers and makes the costumes, like, that's time consuming, it's handmade. So think about, you have to pay somebody to handmade, it has to be shipped all the way over here. Shipping is a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you calculate everything from the feathers to the costume, and then your price that you're paying is not just for your costume, it's for your drinks, the music truck, the DJs, the photographer, like everything, to the food that you have to eat after. Then we put gifts in the bags. Plus, we give you that duffel bag or so, branded stuff. So it's a package that you're paying for. So, and then most times when people come on the road, they're like, oh man, I had a good time. And then they
Hmm.
come right back.
The experience.
The experience is what you're really paying for too. Besides the gifts, the food, the drinks and stuff, then people say, "Oh, the costume is too high, it's too expensive." But really and truly, it costs to make it. It really costs to make it. And again, it's like talented people making each stone, like putting each stone together. One, two, three. It's a lot. It's a time consuming. And shout out to the ones that the producers. So shout out. Hi, thank you. So, but yeah, and even like our backpacks. Like I think one of the girls on here, Allison, she sometimes makes our backpacks. She's sitting there sticking feathers one by one. So we gotta pay them. So that's why we have to charge like a certain amount, and then you look good on the road. Yeah,
Yes,
you
five.
look
Better
five,
than good.
five,
Just five.
five.
Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to really talk about also is what that experience looks like on the road. Now, for the ladies who come with me that have never been
Yeah.
before, I try to give them okay, so this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna have your backpack on,
Mhm.
and somebody gonna come on and try and whine on you, and you ain't gonna be able to turn around who it is. You're just gonna have to bust that thing
Yeah.
wide open, just whine and keep it moving. And I know with the Americans, they don't understand that this is just like like you said, it's freedom. It is not
It's a
about
no
somebody
judgment.
harassing you.
Don't say,
It's
oh
a
my God,
no judgment
she fine.
zone. It when I
Mm,
it's you are it is really a good when and I think I told Keza this last week too. If you have low self-esteem, going to carnival for the first time, when I tell you,
no.
everybody there is gonna say, "Girl, you bad. Girl, you this. You look good." And then even if they don't say nothing, they're gonna do like this. Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Yes.
So it is a welcoming culture. It is. It is. And when I tell you, I just you feel like this on the road. Everybody hot and sweaty, but you're gonna
It's
get a
one
hot, sweaty love.
love.
It's one love. It is literally one love. It's just so welcoming. So that is from my opinion. It's just so I don't overwhelming is a strong word, but that's how it feels. It is just an amazing experience. And
Yeah.
I tell my friends you have to experience at least one time. So if you can explain like what somebody who's never been to carnival, what to look for on the road. And again, like you said, it is a no judgment zone. Everybody
Yeah.
is out there having a good time.
It's pure love. It's like pure love. I had like few masqueraders tell me, um, oh, but I'm by myself. I don't know if I said, honey, when you come, you're going to go home with a whole bunch of
Hmm.
friends. Go home, but you're going to make so much friends. By the time you finish, you exchange
Hmm.
numbers, you exchange Instagram. Oh, tag me in that video, tag
Yep.
me. It's like a whole new family that like when I go to St. Lucia sometime, example, some I'm on the road with, I didn't have a friend I'm good, but I go there, I meet so much people I know,
Hmm.
and then you just meet people. You just meet people and you're like, oh, I'm okay. And they, sometimes it's just me and my boyfriend. I'm like, I don't have no girlfriends. And he'd be like, oh, don't worry, you know
Hmm.
people. And it's like, hey, Kessa, hey, girl. And I'm like, I'll be right back. And I'm gone.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna meet people. You're gonna meet friends, especially when you go in the section with like you by yourself and you're in this section and you go into that section and you look, they be like, hey girl, and oh, you look cute, you too. And that's it. Game
Hmm.
over. You made a
That's
friend.
it.
And y'all tripping all the way down the road.
Yep.
So you definitely you definitely don't have to worry about I need a friend. If you sit there sometimes and wait on friends
You'll be waiting
to
forever.
travel or to play mass, you would never do it.
Hmm.
So pack your bags, come on, and go.
Good times. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Let's see what else I have. Okay, so let's see. For someone again that's just playing for the first time, I don't know if I want to play, but I want to come and watch. Can I do that instead?
Yes. Yes. If they don't want to play, they can come and watch on the sideline. So the reason why they have to be on the sideline and watch, Entice is very strict on if you pay your money for your costume, I'm gonna make sure that you're playing and you having a good time. We try to keep a lot of people who did not pay to the
Hmm.
side. So I know you're like, oh, my boyfriend want to come, or my cousin want to come. Well, tell cousin or boyfriend to buy a costume, or in the end, if we have alternative sections or whatever, buy one, because we believe in like it's not fair that you paid your money and anybody could just come and jump. Then I didn't have to pay for a costume,
Right.
and we want to also provide that best time, that moment for life for you. We want you to have fun. So you're like, yes, I had a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then we have like, I think this girl, she DM'd me. Um Actually, no, she emailed and she was like, I was looking on the side from last year and I want to do it this year. Some people want to look on the side and it makes like, I want to be
I want
there.
to
Especially when
do that.
you
Yep.
have to move to the side. You're like, I don't want to
Right.
be the person. So they'll
Right.
they will register the next year. So they can come, but they'll have to just watch you from the side
Right.
or register.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think that going live for me, I think the first time I played, we had two people from Columbus come up.
Hmm.
Now we got last year we had about a group of 12, and so it keeps growing and keeps growing because they see it. It's not enough to just see it
Yeah.
and hear me talk about it. You have to experience that. It's nothing like it. I
Yeah.
mean, I I wear sunscreen on my chest, but when I tell you I done sweated it out between that sun, that rum punch starting at 11:30, it just I'll be a whole different shade until the end of the
Don't we
year.
all?
Yeah, but I think that was all I had. Keza, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time and just giving, the viewers a little glimpse of what to expect, or some background information on Carnival. Like, there's been many instances where we had, I'll see postings on,
Mhm.
from Americans talking about Carnival this and why they going down there doing that, and why he let his wife do this and why she let her husband do that. And I'm sitting back as an American that participates, and I was like, y'all don't understand. That is so far from what y'all are making it. It is
Yes.
nothing like that. It's not about that. And anytime I have the opportunity to explain, y'all putting too much into it. It is
Like,
none of that. It's not
mm,
about that. It's freeing, but also I think it comes from me being a military brat, and I've experienced different cultures, so I understand.
mhm,
Y'all
mhm.
making more of this than what it is. Like, experience it and understand the freedom, the joy that you
Yeah,
get from
yeah.
being out there. That is really what it is. Um, so I like to end these chats with two things. One of which, my brand is ThiqFitness. So, and I saw
Yeah,
your post the other
yeah,
day that you was headed to the
yeah.
gym. You was headed to the gym. So tell me what
Getting the
your
thickness sewn up.
so tell me what your fitness routine is throughout the year, because I know you don't just wait till it's time for Carnival to start
No,
working out.
sometimes I
Yeah.
take breaks though.
Hmm.
Sometimes I take people. I was like, why? How come you're so? You're always like in the gym, always stay fit. I don't just like I'm a gym junkie, but I'm not like every day 360. You know what I'm saying? No,
Right.
I take breaks sometimes. I'm gonna take a break for a month, but I'll eat right.
Right.
That's the
And
whole.
that's the most important.
That's the most important
That's
part.
the most
But
important. Yeah.
I'll eat right, and if I know Carnival is coming up, I'll go extra. Like I still have 3 more Carnivals for the year.
Hmm.
I have Atlanta, I have St. Lucia, and I have Tobago because Entice Mass also goes to Tobago
Hmm.
in October. We have a section with Fog Angels. So, and again, of course, I'm not going to be on the road and not. I mean, come on now. I'm
Right.
a masquerader too. So, so I have 3 more condos for the year. So, in case one sneaks in the middle, like Jamaica,
Hmm.
but but I try to make sure that I around that time I'm a little extra fit. But other than that, sometimes I take breaks. Sometimes I take like a little, month. Sometimes I take 6 weeks and I just
Hmm.
like chilling. Like I might do
Nice.
some yoga, but I eat right, you
Right.
know. But
And
one thing I want to say before we
mhm.
go, your shoes on the road for first. I know this interview to us for like the first timers
Hmm.
who's playing mass. Make sure you got comfortable shoes.
Don't come out there with no heels on, no platforms. Them pictures and the launch. That's a
But
different
take your
animal.
pictures, but don't come out here on the road walking with them high heel shoes and then you buckle and fall or you mm-mm. And I can't carry nobody on their back. Like
Mm-mm. I won't.
the truck, everybody carry to go up on the truck. Like please, even if you gotta put it in a little plastic bag and ask somebody to hold it for you and you switch it out, please have some comfortable shoes because you're walking a long, long way. Have your comfortable shoes. When you're registering for your costume on enticemass.com, we do have something different. We have option 1, option 2, and option 3, which is frontline option 1, backline option 2, and curvy option 3. One of our section has option 4, which is a curvy frontline. But either way, we try not to do frontline backline curvy because we want everybody's is not. I'm not better than you because I'm in a frontline or backline. All our girls is fire. All of the girls are dolls. All of you guys are number one to us, right? So, but definitely go and register enticemass.com. Costumes are going. I would like to perform on the truck. Okay. All right, we'll talk about that. We can talk about that. All right. So yes. But definitely. But as far as like, be prepared. It's gonna be a good time on the road with Entice Mass. And we appreciate everyone who have registered so far. Overwhelmed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we appreciate y'all. Like everybody, like, whoa, thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, Miss Keza, thank you so much again. Lay off of that rum punch because
Me
rum
too.
punch.
'Cause but at least we know this is live this time. We did the whole interview,
Yes,
okay? And we did
whole
not even
interview.
check to see if it was live because we were drinking my punch.
Yes, I had the rum punch, and it was good. And I know it was authentic because you had it, so it was, I know I was on the right stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Keza, thank you so much. I appreciate it. For everyone that's following, make sure you go check out Entice Mass. Make sure you follow them on all your social media platforms. Also, they have Entice Mass Kids. So if
And
you want your
Juve
kids, and Juve. So Juve is the Friday
Friday
before the car.
before, so make sure you get to Juve outfits because we have Entice Mass Juve. If you have children, on May 10th is Kiddies Carnival. Bring your children out, register with them, register them right now as well on enticemass.com.
All right. So everybody's a family affair.
Yes.
Kiddies one weekend, and then the grown-ups doing the, busting their wine, busting their wine. So, so make sure you follow ThiqFitness as well as Entice Mass. Thank you so much, Keza. Again, I might go hit that rum punch again. I
Oh, I'm
lied.
taking a break. I'm on no sugars for 2 weeks.
No sugar. Okay, no sugar, no sugar, no sugar. Okay.
No
All
sugar.
right. All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Have a good one.
See you on the road.